What's up? What's up? Greetings, Earthlings. I say good day to you, sir. So, hello, y'all. Peace and greetings. What's up? I don't know how long of a live stream this video I'm gonna do for, but this is opinion based off of research and why Sony, PlayStation, and Nintendo is like years behind the emulator community and may take years to catch up. Um, it's a couple problems to this story, and in truth, my suggestion to Nintendo and Sony is just to reproduce the product, because there's communities of people who would like to get themselves a physical reprint of these Nintendo games, Super Nintendo games. Yo, Ebo, yo, what's up, my ninja? Hey, China. Salute. Shanghai, China. Thank you for coming into the room for a second, bro. But yeah, when it comes to digital streaming, what I'm coming to notice from a lot of the research is that a lot of these independent groups and companies and whatnot are having hiccups at actually developing digital versions to these physical games. The downside to this story is that, um, yo, sorry to hear that, my guy. Like, you got to be a little bit more careful. Don't injure yourself like that, dude. You know? You need these puppies, man. These puppies is what creates and helps you, to create some inventions. You need those puppies right there. Those are your babies. These are billions of dollars. This and this, these two objects make you millions of dollars. Don't mess those up. But I'm coming to keep seeing research and information come out about digital media and them having hiccups and issues. And to me, my opinion on that behalf is that people who play digital games for maybe the past 5 years, if not more, this is still like the trial runs, the early eras of being able to play those like different versions of digital media, and it might take another 5 years or 10 years before it actually um, is sufficient. So this could be like 15 years running so far. And that really costs your average consumer a lot of money. And then eventually those games get discontinued. That were these digital games we're talking about that may never be as proper running as a physical version. You have like a small window towards gaining that. And my suggestion would be just to republish to like I didn't know this, but they republished a copy of Doom for the Super Nintendo, but they put more memory in the circuit board so it could process actually more graphics and frame rate and runtime. And that's perfect. That's actually perfect. If you could create CDs and cartridges that could run better versions and actually more capabilities. Like, okay, another example. If they could start porting over Game Boy Advance cartridges back onto the Super Nintendo, that would be insane. I would love a copy of those GBA Castlevanias to be on the Super Nintendo if they could publish those. So there's great possibilities behind these companies and these things that they're publishing, but what I would really say overall is, yes, we're still in a trial era of using digital software, and they need to kind of pick up on the ball with that. Maybe they need, when it comes to releasing digital video games, they need to charge a little bit less of how much they're asking people to pay for digital copies. But I definitely say that it's disappointing to be repurchasing a game and it's not processing as well as a physical copy. They had almost 20 or more years for these companies and these teams and these groups to be working on that behalf. But the other thing that I could see why it will always be like every 5 years, a decade, it'll always be like an issue, is that all these consoles need like a universal software that they use. It needs to be a singular universal software that they all use, and whenever all these library of games come out, it just comes out under that software. That's one suggestion I would say. But if every 5 years, 10 years, people gotta redevelop to learn how to use a new format to be able to publish upon these hardware objects, it can't continue. I think it could continue on forever, basically, of people having difficulties of producing decent digital products for your average consumer. So that's a very funny realm that I have supported to an extent, but not that much actually. Since Xbox Live Market, I haven't never really truly spent that much money buying digital games like that. So I feel that digital purchase should be a form of what they call that thing with crypto, with the pictures. I feel like for everybody who purchases a digital copy of a game, you should kind of have some kind of a piece of it off the internet. Like, that should be considered paying for a stock of it. And somehow you should be able to permanently at least have that digital copy. That digital stock that you have, whether it be a super small fraction, no matter what it is, like it could be something that you could sell back to another person digitally. I think that would be smart if they did. If they could start figuring out how people could sell their digital copies of games to other people to have permission for them to permanently have it, I think that would be a very smart idea. But if that doesn't ever come to be, then what? If that doesn't come to, okay, there's two issues I have with digital games. All your consoles have a battery on it, and eventually that battery dies, and you have to change that battery. Which, once, if I'm correct, you take that battery out, that's supposed to like lose some of your information. So, there's multiple factors I would feel like these big time companies, they need to put out as information in advance instead of just putting out products and blindly just taking money from people. We need to bring back schematics. We need to bring back understanding to what is it of a product an individual is purchasing, to know what is the investments I'm going to be making for the next 5 or 10 years while engaging with it. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Boom. But yeah, with digital media, that's a very funny world to me, I would say. That's a very funny world that I really still can't explain to you. And by the time we ever start hearing an open information of understanding with it, so many people will have discontinued those systems so long ago that is out of their own, is out of the masses of possessions who purchased hundreds of digital games, and then eventually just got tired of the system and sold the system off to somebody for like $50, and then all of a sudden all those digital copies of that game or whatever you have on the system is worth is worth $5,000 or whatever, whatever, you know. So you know, if I was to invest into digital games, it's one example I would tell you is Grand Theft Auto, the Call of Duty series, sports games. I think that's when I would maybe buy digital. The most ultimate of every console AAA games that everybody's buying, those games is so bought in the masses that they never really have big backs. Shout out to big backs. There's so much in the masses that they don't really have value for a physical copy. So, that's my reference on that behalf when it comes to physical copies and digital copies. Like what games I wouldn't buy really. Like one game I would say anybody, if you can buy, whether it's used or brand new on sale, is I would suggest buy copies of Fortnite. There's a couple of digital games I would suggest to buy the physical copy of, because the original Fortnite, a physical copy of that actually is not cheap at all. That's valid then. That's valid. Steam lets you do that, cause but I think it's already time to implement. I don't know if it's CS:GO, Counter Strike, but there's supposed to be a couple games that like you could trade in actual currency for objects other people obtain. I think they need to just do that with people owning the rights of digital media as well. So you can make a buck for yourself. Maybe want to trade it for something else. Who knows? But it should be some form of a property with the fact that you're paying cash for it. That's the thing that just throws me way off the edge. Like, I can't see myself. Okay, okay. So the same way how people are buying tons and tons and tons of digital market games, it's the same way how you could just like mod a system and fill it up with those same games for free. That don't make no sense to me. And then if you mod it and load it up for free, you don't even need to load into the Xbox Marketplace or PlayStation, none of them things to play it. It's like it just throws that right out the window. You won't even need the internet anymore. You could just play without it. That is the one good part about, to be honest with you, that's the issue I would definitely say for all those consoles, is if you could play your games without logging in, that's a good thing. If you need to log in to play those games, that's a bad thing. And that needs to come to an end. A lot of games need to be permitted that you don't need to log in to play that. Once you download, that's it. And if you ever need to, like the login wise, you could log in to re-download. You could log in to re-download. You could log in to play online. But if there's any offline mode versions, you should be able to play without logging in. But then obviously, if without logging in, then how they know that you have a Steam account or this account or that account? I'm talking about downloading the games into like a hard drive. They should permit you. You should be able to have the game in possession somehow. So, yeah, it's supposed to be some speculation about the new Tomba game. They're having issues with the production of it. It's kind of sucks, because I would really like. I don't got a copy of Tomba Part 2, so if they think about putting that one out, I wouldn't mind getting a copy. But if they're having difficulty with the production on the behalf, then I'd rather just buy the original copy and just keep it pushing from that. That's another issue with a lot of these companies. They're feeding your average consumer a false narrative. They're feeding your average consumer this narrative about all this HD 4K shit, and in reality, you could use outports and modifications to actually turn your PS1, PS2, and all those systems into 4K. I think PS1 up to PS3, you can play them discs on an emulator on your PC, and you can play it out to 4K. So you don't even need the consoles. Like, I'm really contemplating about that because I got a couple game consoles, and I'm really contemplating about, do I really need them anymore? You know, what is the most important pieces out of those consoles? The joysticks, the wires. So I don't know. To me, I think it'd be the joysticks and the wires. Those be the things that like with the GameCube. You could get like the GameCube. You could find one of those for 25, 35, 30 up to $35, and a joystick is around the same price right now. That's the only thing that out of all these years of me buying stuff, that's the one thing that busts my head. I got like maybe I had 3 GameCubes, no joystick. That's funny. I got GameCube games, no joysticks. That's crazy. That's crazy. Thank you, Smash Bros. I blame Smash Bros for that. I think that a lot of people around the world got so addicted to Smash Bros that anywhere that they could find a listing of those joysticks online, they bought them out in hordes. And basically that's why most times you're gonna stay finding the GameCube without its controllers. It's funny as hell. Shout out to Smash Bros. I think that's the reason why. Out of all the games for that console. But yeah, do you play digital? Do you play physical? I really kind of don't play either. But if I was to play, I'm kind of in the coming future going to be start playing on my computer more. And a lot of those games I don't have a choice to be able to buy physical. So I will be buying digital. But it's just like funny. It's just very funny how this how these video game businesses have been doing their policies, like their publishing, and it's just yeah, that's funny. You got my picture now. My picture's here, emoji Dasher, Big Backs. Yo, shout out to Big Backs. Dasher got my emoji. Yo, peace to you. My not my emoji, my avatar. You made me an avatar. Peace to you. Thank you, yo. Thank you, bro. I appreciate that. But like, I think that's a Japanese dude who works for Nintendo or something like that, or used to. I think that I'll find out the origin of that picture, and I'll talk about that another time. Where I get that Japanese person from. But yeah, the digital marketplace, I've never really collected. The closest I would tell you most engagement I dealt with digital marketplace was Xbox 360. And I really wish that Xbox 360 would have published more of the games that came out on the marketplace. I think that would have been a critical behalf to what would make Xbox 360 rare and a great system, was if they would have put out more physical releases of those games. There's a lot of gems that came out for the 360 marketplace, and I would 100% say yes. Those titles, I think would have been great value. Titles that probably would have been like $5, $10 games. But they never published it. Microsoft is the leaders of this future of digital publishing. They're like the really officially like to say the leaders of it, and a lot of people made some good money dealing with them, but when it comes to the physical wise, I have an issue about that for Xbox 360. I definitely have an issue on the behalf of that a lot of great games. It's sad that they didn't get published. You're gonna have to hope like limited run somebody starts to publish them now, if that even happens. But yeah, aside from 360, I never really messed around with digital like that. I never messed around with digital like that. And now messing around with collecting physical again. I'm still not messing around with digital. There's digital games. I got the physical Japanese copies too right now. And they still didn't even put out a US. They didn't put out no prints besides the PC print I got. The only way you can play it is either on Steam, the games I got, or like they're not even out on Steam platform. How about to say for an example, I got games that's not even out maybe on Steam for you to play. Under the PC Dojin category, yeah, I think I got a good amount of games. They don't even exist. So yeah, I buy physical. What, I'm gonna wait 5 years, 10 years for it to come out? No. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. But that's what I think about the digital marketplace in a nutshell. And you know, if it ever comes to be of a form of value for it, I'm a product of saying I definitely missed out on it. The Xbox 360 shut down. The Wii and Wii U shut. The Wii U shut down. DS and 3DS is shut down. That's 4. Xbox 360 shut down. That's 5. Next is gonna be PlayStation 3 Marketplace. That's gonna be 6. Eventually, after another 5 or maybe more years or whatever, will be PS4 Marketplace. That'll be 7. So that'll be 7 gens or 7 consoles I just never messed with for digital. I just don't see a reason. And to be honest with you, with some games I just bought less than a year and a half, 2 years ago, clarifies that. I like physical. I like that I could buy a physical game. I could teach myself about a video game or a cartridge, and then find that cartridge for $5 or $20. And oh, look what happened 2 years later. My $20 bill turned into a $100 bill. Cool. No, you are not permitted. No, you are not permitted. But yeah, Toe Plan, I think, coming out with a volume 3. I look forward to buying maybe 3 or more copies of that. And I hope that the company I'm talking about that publishes some more stuff throughout the year. I hope that they're gonna publish stuff for at least another 5 or more years. If they do, I'm a happy camper. I'm beyond a happy camper at that scenario. Because I already know I'm about to be like a year, if not a half a year away from the next scenario. What's up, Eddie? I getting ready to buy the Nintendo Switch. I look forward to that. What is the dealio with the Nintendo Switch 2? What's the dealio for Nintendo Switch 2? I look forward to seeing that production line. Because basically, once that come out, that's another 5, probably 10 years. So, you know, I'm curious about that one. Maybe better cartridges. Who knows? Might be forced of a price raise in value of purchasing of them. Who knows? I hope they could still stay around them same prices. If they could, that would be very nice. If they could stay like for the games I'd be buying, that'd be coming out for $35, $30. If it could be like that, I would be happy for that. And I would continue collecting for the Nintendo Switch too. I will gladly continue collecting for the Nintendo Switch too. It's not that many games, y'all. That's the one thing I could say to anybody. If you're trying to collect like retro video games, try to study pricecharting.com. I would refer that. I wouldn't go off and say all the numbers and values that they say about the objects is accurate, but I would say I would study it. You could see like what's the top of the list, what's the most legendary or whatever games and blah 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 blah, and remember those names to see like, oh, if they're ever about to reprint them again or something. And if they do reprint them, get a copy of them. That's what's been going on for like maybe 2 to 4 years, if not 6 years right now. Old school companies have been reprinting some serious legendary stuff. And I know another strategy what to do. But it's kind of a funny thing. I know another strategy what to maybe try to do with GameStop in the coming future. GameStop is starting to do some corny strategies that I don't really agree to. Like they had a new 4 for 40 maybe for an entire month, but they didn't post it online for the first time. You know? I pillaged the life out of GameStop 2-3 years ago. For them 4 for 40s, I pillaged. Basically, I think, like, that's funny to say to y'all. Online backfired on GameStop. Maybe that story will come out in the future. But I'm telling the story right now. For the year 2020 up to like 2023, online sales, I think, backfired on GameStop. I really believe that online sales backfired on GameStop. 1,000%. They had online sales where you could have got games from $2.50, $5 to $10. And a lot of those games throughout almost 7 months, if not longer, throughout each one of those years, from 3 years back or whatever, were worth $20 and up. So they kind of lost. They lost money. They lost money, to say in a way. That like, I noticed this year, a lot of businesses haven't did as much sales. And it's kind of funny. It's kind of funny to say. But what will clarify what I'm talking about, like with GameStop for an example, is next Black Friday. If online does not have a Black Friday sale, that's official. I'm gonna officially call that almost, not to say almost a year, but you gotta wait a year for these two sales. It's in August, and we didn't have an August one this year. And then it's in that Black Friday thing. This is kind of weird, but they're doing like an in-store thing now, and we'll see how that will play out over time. But they didn't do a online sale this year. This from the past. This is the fourth year. Let's say the fourth year they stopped it. They didn't do it. Very interesting. I think it's because of what I'm saying. Like when they had those 4 for 40s for these past 3 years, I was buying like 2 orders of 8 games, maybe more, maybe 12. I was buying 12 or 16 games. Yeah. Some of them maybe I'll return, some of them maybe not, because if they come correct. So they took a loss. They took a loss. I think that's my prediction. They took a loss somehow, and they had to chill out with that. And what it was is like, for anybody who really knows how to deal with GameStop, you should know after a period of time how to truly get a bang for your buck dealing with them, because GameStop does a lot of trickery to its in-stores and online customers. GameStop, from beyond a decade, for more than maybe 10 years, if not longer, GameStop performs a lot. Maybe since GameStop first ever existed, they perform a lot of trickery. A lot of trickery, if I might say. So, You have to know how to move through the jungle, if might I say. You gotta know how to move through the jungle. But truly, I prefer more to purchase online than to go into stores. If I was to have a reference. Nah, I still got it, bro. Come on. I still got the. What was it? Ferragamo. The Ferragamo might be right here, bro. Stop playing on the Ferragamo. I got the Ferragamo, but nah. Yeah, GameStop. You gotta to keep it a hundo with you. I mainly only purchase during that Black Friday. They're 4 for 40, 2 for 20. I mean 4 for 40 or 4 for 20. And like randomly here and there out of nowhere, random out of nowhere here and there, they'll have sales out of nowhere for games, whatever. But that's pretty much it. Yeah, like, yo, if you wanna have like, you know, if you come from like a let's say not to say a low income environment, but like you've never had in your possession a couple things like of value, I would definitely suggest to but it's not just buy any kind of video games. You gotta learn about a certain categories of games, like collecting Metrovania games. I would suggest to anybody, yes, this is a really nice era of Metrovanias. Maybe more than 10, 20 of them, maybe even more people made. A lot of those could turn into maybe $150, $200 in better games, and you could get them for $10, $20. So, yeah, you could build up a collection of 50, 100 games, whatever, and you only pay $10, maybe $5, blah blah blah, la la la. But I don't know. And this era is kind of funny. Things get sold out, whatever. But y'all have an opportunity to do stuff like that. And the catch is, especially like if you're a young person, it's just holding it for like the next 10 to 20 years. If you're 20 years old, you should be living till you're 40. And if you could do that, yo, them games is gonna be worth some serious. This era is a different era from back in the days. So back in the days, people who have video games, they had to hold on to them maybe for 30 years. Right now, you ain't even going to have to hold on to it more than maybe 10, 15. We're coming in an era where it's compressing. It's like, so that was 30 years. For the Nintendo, Super Nintendo and stuff like that, it's almost 30 years. For PlayStation 1, PlayStation 2, that's almost like 20 years or some shit like that. It's cut. The time is cutting like way shorter right now. It's cutting down way shorter. So for me, I would suggest more cartridge based, like how we got the Nintendo Switch cartridges and stuff. But CDs take a little bit more. It takes a little more tedious work to deal with. So you probably could fix that. Keep it 100 with you. You probably could fix it. Whatever's wrong with your PS2. Or like if you needed to buy another one, just look up on OfferUp. Maybe even on eBay. Goodwills, flea markets. People get rid of those for like $20. People definitely get rid of those for like $20. You could get one of those. Really, it's the video games. It's not really the console. It's the video games. So if anybody in your drawers, in your dressers or drawers or closet, if anybody got a Nintendo Wii games and you want to get rid of them, I got $2 a piece for each game. I'm willing to buy them. I'm looking to collect Nintendo Wii games if anybody got those. Thank you. Yes. I would like to build up a Nintendo Wii collection. If anybody would like to even just donate to me their Nintendo Wii games, I would be very much appreciative. Look, man, Ferragamo Mario hat. What you talking about? We got the Ferragamo Mario. But yeah, I want to build up a Nintendo Wii collection. So if any of y'all you're tired of it, collect your Nintendo Wii games collecting dust around you, you know, please feel free to contact me. I love tuna fish. I love tuna fish. But I would love more to have some Nintendo Wii games if anybody got that in possession. Not too long, cause I detox like weekly. Like I don't eat too much compared to other people, so I don't have to worry about that. Like basically, I do forms of fasting, like almost like daily. But yeah. Anybody got some Nintendo Wii games? Some Mario Kart, some whatever games came out for the Wii. Anybody got some Wii games? Come on, pull it out that closet, man. Hook me up. I need some Wii games, y'all. If you're in America or Japan, well, I don't care where. You got some Wii games. Send me some Nintendo Wii games, y'all. Nah, tuna is the bomb. Tuna is the bomb. Yeah, I want some Nintendo Wii games, y'all. What's up? Y'all gonna hook me up? Y'all gonna show me love? Tap the screen, y'all. Give me some likey, baby. Give me some likey wikies. Can I have some likey wikies, please? Nintendo Wii. I got some Nintendo Wii games. Spare some Nintendo Wii games, please. I want some Nintendo Wii games. I want like a nice 500 Nintendo Wii games. Not even. I'm gonna go a small number. Let me get 300 Nintendo Wii games. I'll be okay with that. Give me like 300 Nintendo Wii games. I got a few, but I don't got that many Nintendo Wii games. I would really love some Nintendo Wii games. It's just like I wish I would have collected it. I didn't play video games in that era. I really still don't play video games right now like that. So like I kind of like missed out on the Wii, the GameCube, the Wii U. I didn't collect through. I never did collect actually. But now I want like to. Cause I like the console. It's a fun console to play. I would like a copy of Wii Sports. I would like a copy of a lot of that stuff. The only way you could do that was if you... Lemon pepper stoppers. Thank you. Lemon pepper stoppers. Double tap the screen. Don't be a zesty lowlife. That's a fact. Double tap the screen. It's free. Thank you, nobody. With my lemon pepper stoppers. Gang, gang. Double tap the screen. Don't be a zesty lowlife. It's free. Just tap the screen. Yo, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. That's my, yo, You're becoming one of my favorite. Yo, woman. I gotta pin that. Let's pin that message. Cause that's actually like right now my favorite line from really in general, yo. I really like that line right there so far. Lemon pepper steppers. Double tap the screen. Don't be a zesty lowlife. I like that. That's hard. Thank you. That's thank you. That's what I got. That's all I can say to that one right there. That was hard. Yeah, that's really cool. You know? Lemon pepper steppers, y'all. Double tap the screen. Don't be a zesty lowlife. That's fire. That's really cool of you. With my lemon pepper steppers. That's fire. Shout out to you. Shout out to you, my geyser. My geyser. Good day to you, sir. Lemon pepper steppers. Yeah, man. I got a little bit of video games, yo, but like I want some Wii games. I would like some Nintendo Wii games. The cement, that's for cement in the streets. That's actually, I think, like to like those used to put in greatness. That thing weigh like I'm just, yo, I think that weighs like 20, like maybe it has to weigh 15 to 20 pounds. That has to weigh 15 to 20 pounds. That's not no 5, 10 pounder. That has to be 15, 20 pounds. Big Bags, 1914. Big Bags, 1914. Shout out to Big Bags. With my lemon pepper steppers. Nah, that's 15, 20 pounds. Just think about it. A tool from back in the days. They wasn't carrying, they wasn't using no little baby tools. From like let's say maybe even the 70s and down. Those look up like tools from the 19 those was big things. Yeah, they even kitchen appliances were like big objects. Look up 1950s. Wife hitting a husband with a rolling pin. And look at the size of that shit. I'm cursing. Oops. Look at the size of it. Look at the size of a real rolling pin. And women used to bop men in the back of the head with those. Yeah. Now that tool is from like, that tool ain't, I don't even think that tool is from the 80s. I'm gonna tell you that tool is from the 70s and down. That tool could be from the 50s. It looks like a 1950s. I think that tool's from the 50s to keep it a hundo with you. So yeah, those is monster tools. Yeah, bonk with the rolling pin. Yeah, look up grandma's rolling pin. Around the world, it's the same one. The same one. I don't care what country you talk about. Same one gonna come up. Same one. Bonk. With the stars. Bonk. Straight bonks. Yo. Frankfurter in the back of your head after that. The back of your head swole up with a nice Frankfurter. And you just rubbing it. I want to say a curse, but I'm not going to say it. Let's just say the B word. Like, that's your, after getting bonked by one, you just like this and And you ball up your fist. Oh. Fwax. Frankfurter. Frankfurter. Fwax. Fwax. It's Fwax. Frankfurters. But yeah, shout out to Big Bags, yo. Shout out to Dasher, 1914, Big Bags. Please send me some Wii games, yo. That would be the world for me. Or if anybody around you ever say, yeah, I want to get rid of these Wii games, and they have like a stack of them, and you can get them for like $5-10. But I mean, like you get rid of like 20 of the mothers. Let me know. I need some Wii games. Let me know. I'm looking for stacks of 20, and I'll give you $10 for every stack of 20 Wii games you can get me. I got $10 for every stack of Wii games you can send me. And I'm not lying, yo. You can find me 20 Wii games. I got you $10. Nah. I'm not gonna even say that. You find me 20 Wii games, I got you a $20 bill. You can find me 20 Nintendo Wii games. I got you with $20 bills. $1 a Wii game, please. Hook me up. Hook a brother up, please. Spare some Wiis. Can you spare some Wii games, please? Oh, yeah. I would love to have a nice collection of some Wii games. I can't stop talking about that. Yeah, I never really got to play the Wii like that. But I would like to. I need a copy at least. I needed at least one copy of Wii Sports. With my lemon pepper steppers. Don't be a zesty lowlife. Double tap the screen to like. It's free. Bars, yo. Nobody be having no bars. With my lemon pepper steppers. That's fire. It's lemon pepper steppers, man. Gang. Don't be a zesty lowlife. Double tap the screen to like. It's free. I love that. I love that line he said right there, man. I love that. Thank you, nobody. Thank you so much for saying that, man. That's such a cool dude right there, yo. That's the only dude that comes to my chat that says cool stuff like this, yo. That is such a fire bar. That is such a fire bar, yo. But, yeah, we're gonna get ready to skedaddle. Thank you very much, y'all. And once again, please have a good day, y'all. Stay positive. I love you all, y'all. Stay well.